Hello, this is Cherie, and as promised, I'm going to try to show you what I come up with, and the lady that did these, I'll put her link below. She did an amazing job, but like I said, it wasn't real clear on how you went about everything. Like for instance, on this bead right here, it has a lot of dimension to it, a lot of, and I like that. I really do. Some people don't, and they don't want it like that. They want it smoother. It's harder to achieve, but it can be done. Like, these ones I made, these, that one's pretty smooth. These ones, of course, were not. These were like some of the first ones that I did. And then I got to where I was making them a little bit more flat and smooth, like these. This one, where's that silver? This one wasn't. I don't know if the light or the camera is good enough, but you can see the kind of chink into it and stuff, But I like that. I think that's a kind of cool idea. And I just want to say that I am not a jewelry maker. It is definitely not one of my talents. I can draw, paint, do anything, sculpt, and carve, but so please excuse me for my lack of knowledge here. But what I do like to do is have fun, and I wanted to come up with this something to do with my granddaughters. And every little girl either likes, we paint our nails all the time. Please don't look at mine. I've also been helping my husband with a boat that he's got lately, and so my nails just look, oh, so bad, it's not even funny. But anyway, let's get to this video, and I'll try to muddle through it. Okay, this is 24 gauge wire. You're supposed to have 20 or bigger, but let's just pretend that this is, because I cannot find my big stuff. And I've looked I don't think I have it anymore for some reason. I think it's gone away. So I go ahead, and at first I didn't, but I find it's really important at the very beginning, if you want all your beads to match or kind of be uniformed, to get these and make a bunch of these just about the same size. And I roll it, and like I said, I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, or I don't know if there's a right or a wrong. I roll one way and one the other way. I just do it that way. Let's look and see how my son did his. I think they're both the same way on this one, but I think he did a great job. It's pretty bad when one of your boys will come in and do something crafty. I think that's really fun. I go ahead, and you get just a plastic sack from the store. I took just a generic sack, and I cut off my handles. Oh, come on. Let me get a sharp pair of scissors. Sorry. Okay. There we go. So I cut off the handles on both sides. Okay. I'm trying to make this to where it's in the camera and you can see. Then I just cut, because I want it there. I just kind of want it straight. Not that it really matters a lot, because it just doesn't. Okay, then you want to make this about, what is that, 1.5 inches wide? Might be 2, I don't know. Make it whatever size you want to. I make it like this. I've got one strip, see? It's one strip. I'm going to cut this in half, okay? Usually it takes 2 of these to make one bead. Okay, so I go to, again, I'm sorry, I'm off camera here. I'm paying more attention to what I'm doing than the camera, as usual. Okay. Now I cut this one again in half. So, I have two of these. Okay, just like this. I'm going to put one to the side. Oh, heavens. 1 second. Let me get my candle. How crazy. I forgot my candle. Anyway, you get one candle. I'm hoping this flame will be big enough. I don't know. My other candle I used was downstairs I was in my kitchen at the time. I figured if I was going to work with candles, maybe I should be very close to a water source. Anyway, I go ahead, and at first I went ahead and tried different ways of putting this on, but I find the best way for me is just to tie it. And actually start tying your knot and then slip this through it. Don't try to tie it on like I just did. It's waste more time. Okay. Now, in jewelry making, I'm sure that some other tools probably don't look like that. So I got a pair of these I think were from Harbor Freight, and I like them and they work well, but I don't care really what, you know, they look like and what happens to them. I mean, not as much, you know what I mean. It's not a jewelry tool, so I go ahead and I wrap it a little bit. Oops. I tried to get that tail in there. If I'm not on camera, just scream at me, okay? So, I wish you could. It's like, Shree, no, you're not on camera. There. And then it'd be so much easier. Okay. I get that like that, okay? I take my little pliers. Okay, you're going to need a sponge right here by you. And I know Beth was saying the other day, somebody had sent her these things that you put on your fingers that they don't burn. And I know one of my other YouTube friends was telling me that their fingers are fireproof, and I'm thinking mine are. I burned them so much over the years doing crafts that I just have a hard time feeling the heat. Okay, but then, okay, I go ahead. Oops. I wanted that more over the, okay. So I burnt that, seeing that's kind of holding that on there really good, allows me to wrap it a little bit tighter, if you can see that. I just kind of slightly melted it so it wouldn't, you know, melt in two and break this apart, but it'd just melt a little bit together to give me, to where I could be able to pull this tighter. And if you want a bumpy surface, the lady that I was watching this, she took this and twisted it and just rolled it like that. And that's how I did on some of them. And then you take the wire and put around them, and I really like that. I think that's a cool effect. But anyway, this is if you want a smooth bead. Now, see, just because we're trying for it, we probably won't get it this time, but no, we'll see how this goes. All right, I'm rolling up the whole thing. What's going on? I'm just kind of keeping it tight. And see, I think if my wire was stiffer, I wouldn't have to worry so much if it bent around so much. But, oops. Okay. Okay, alrighty. Now I've got this like that. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start to heat this up. And it starts to burn. And you just kind of set it there. right now, just to see. And if you can see how it kind of burns it, and oops, sorry, and you can see these ridges in here. That is, I just think it's amazing. But then again, it is kind of hard when you're finishing the bead. And you can hear it, because now I have water with it too. Now, and I don't know if I warned you, but you're supposed to be a well-ventilated area while doing this. I have a window open, and I'm ventilated very well to be able to do this. So I don't get these fumes from the plastic, because definitely it's not healthy. And this is where I start it, and I go ahead and I start rolling it with something. Well, that's kind of neat. I've never tried it before to go flat like that. That is just way cool. We were making a round bead, but maybe we'll make an oblong bead. That is really cool. I guess before I usually take it in the water each time and roll it along here, as you can see. At least I think. Here, let me move this so I can see a little bit. So I can kind of try to keep myself on camera. Okay. Yeah, this one is kind of already going flat, so I'm going to try to work with this. Yeah, that's great. Because I've never had one do this before. Yeah, I like that. That's kind of cool. The darndest things happen to me on camera. I mean, I made all those beads. Not one of them went like this. But, like I said, I like it. At least I want to try it while I've got it going like this. And you're going to have a surface that won't burn. This is granite. Will not burn. And you just keep on compressing it, pressing it. I'll do another one and show you how I get them round, but that is just too cool that it's going flat this time. I'm sorry, and I can't resist. I tried, but the curiosity in me, the need to create something, I guess is just way too. Alright. And just keep on doing it. It's just a process, like I said. You know, you just have to heat it up, and then take it, and you just want to push down the layers each time, just getting it tighter and tighter. And you want to get this really, really hard before we even go on to the next layer. This isn't fast. If you were under the impression when I was telling you about this, it requires a few times of doing, you know. Oops. Yeah. And quite a few popsicle sticks. That is just really, really neat. I like that. I just can't help it. And the more you do it, you can hear the plastic, you know, and it starts to change sounds. You know it's getting harder and harder. See, and you can tell that is pretty, that is really getting there. I'm going to speed this up for you guys so you don't have to watch this whole process so slow. Okay, I kind of made this into a heart. Like I said, I'd never made a flat one before. I've never had one go flat. It's not perfect, as you can see. Look at all the little imperfections and everything like that. And your hands, yeah, can't hurt mine, but you know, some people might not like this too well. But anyway, I think it looks really, really cool. And I'm going to make a round one real fast, and then I'll take you through the process of decorating them, which is really fun. All right, for a round one next, just one moment. Okay, and this is how I usually do it. I go ahead and start my knot. Then I slip this in, pull it snug, put that along there. I'm sorry, and this time I'm going to try to stay on track and make an oval bead. See? Seeing that? Oh, this is still turning. Come on, stop turning. See, and you can go ahead and you can wrap it around it. I was trying to make that other one so smooth, and maybe that's where it got away from me and turned flat, but that's okay because I really liked it. And then you could see I kind of turned it into looking like a heart. But this one will definitely be oval. And as you can see, finishing them just takes a lot of time. Just going back and forth between the candle and then on your hard surface, and a candle on your hard surface. And down at my, on the other, that bracelet, I was downstairs in my kitchen, and I just put newspaper on my table because I didn't have a cutting board that was granite, and so I just put newspaper down over my wooden table, and I thought, oh, well, I hope, you know, won't hurt it, and it didn't, so. Okay, Now this is how I took it before they did it, is they would do that and roll it. See, and you can see how it's already trying to take shape. And this is how, like I said, I did it at the very beginning, and it was all bumpy and everything. That's why I said the sponge is essential for not burning your fingers. And you want a deep, first I put it on a plate, and it needs to be able to soak up a lot of water. And this sponge here, I went ahead and went to the dollar store, and it's one of those automotive sponges. And I cut it, a fourth of it, real fast to be able to soak up the water. And then the rest of it, I went ahead and I did this. And when you're decorating the beads, it really helps because you can set these on there where they're drying for, you know, and like sometimes they have to dry overnight, depending on what you're putting on it. Okay, see, this is still going like this. Okay, and I still want to keep it, I want to melt that down really good. Sometimes I have like 3 beads going, so I'll set one down real fast that's really saturated with water to dry, and then I'll work on the other one that's, you know, but each time you have to do this to be able to roll them, you know, until you get to a certain point. And then once like you're on your second layer, what I do is I heat it up like this, and then I put it on the surface and I roll it. And you know, I don't know if this granite is going to work as well as the paper did, because the paper kind of allowed it to adhere and roll. No, the granite's going to work as good, I think. Well, now I know how I got my flat surface, because as you roll it over the top of the granite, it really mashes it down and it gets flat. But anyway, it's still kind of spongy in the middle, and I can feel that with it. Whereas, see, this one right here, it's very hard. Okay. Yeah. See, I can still feel it, like when I push it. See, I don't know if you can, let me see that. See that, but see how I push it? You can see that the white plastic bag in there still not melted together. Okay? Well, before I put the second layer on, we want to get that pretty rock hard. I should have started a few of these, so it wouldn't make it so. Yeah. Well, I can always put a piece of paper down real fast, and that would maybe help me roll it. I always couldn't wait to get out my room where I had the granite, and then, but I really, the newspaper on the covering my table was just really amazing. And it might be, a little hot now and then. You might have to put your fingers in the sponge. See, that's how I was doing it to make it hard and roll out. See, and it's still, I can still feel it spongy right in the middle. And then right in the middle, the sides are pretty crispy and they're getting hard, but right in that middle is still spongy. reach down. And just grab one of my spare pieces of paper that I keep around to stamp something on or do something just to, real quick. Yeah, I like the paper grabs it and holds it and allows you to, you know what I mean, turn it and roll it. Yeah, that's how. See, and the other video that I watched was really good. She just never took me step by step, and I guess I needed step by step. And if you just hit your fingers in that before you start rolling it, it will get them to where you don't get burnt. Okay, I'm going to speed this up real fast until I get to the next layer. Okay, I didn't really do this to the first one, but I was in my craft room. I'm up in my craft room when I was doing this, and all of a sudden I looked over and I saw this, and I had a few ridges on this. And so I started going just like this, and it cuts away some of the black, and because it's a bag and you've been melting it in sections, it leaves this like marbled look. It's just really neat. Now I definitely went, this little craft thing has gone from not kin friendly at all, you know, anytime you're going to use an X-Acto knife. But I just thought this was a really, really cool effect. See, and I've just taken and I've just slightly shaved off little parts of it. Leaving this, like I said, this marbled effect. I just wanted to share this with you real fast because I never tried this before. I was just trying to speed this process up a little bit, and I even tried sanding, and sanding did not work. It kind of messes the little thing up. But I just really, wow, you know, that is just really, I kind of like that. That is a pretty effect. You could go ahead and just put some, as soon as I get just a little bit more of this, I want it just kind of all over it. My mom saw me doing this, should have a fit. My husband too. Hope they don't watch this video. Anyway. But let me show you this. It's just a really neat, look at that. That looks so cool. And it's very uniformed. I don't know, I really like the looks of that. But I thought I'd share this with you. Okay, I'll get to the end of this. I'm going to heat this up and roll it a little bit more and see if it keeps this white look to it. Hello. I went ahead and I just wanted to show you this bead right here. Let's keep it in the thing. This was that one I was working on that I marbled. I just went ahead and trimmed it, you know, down. And then I went ahead and I had some of these little things. And so I put them all the way around it real fast. And then I've just got my first coat of clear on it as it dries. But it looks, if you can see it, if the camera's picking up good, it has like a marbling effect. I just thought that was really cool. Usually I leave them black and start it from there. But I'll kind of show you what I do now. This is kind of the fun part after you've spent your time, got your hands totally black and a little burnt. But no, I don't know with trimming that down with a razor blade if that'd be such a good thing. It's dangerous enough just with a candle with kids, you know, especially, you know, if they all get laughing and choking or something. Anyway, here's this one as you've seen it before. And I was just sitting here debating rather what to do on it. If I really like leaving them black or working with one of the ones that are dark, because if you, like, I turned this one green and it went green fairly well, and then I put green sparkles on it, and then I went ahead and put the green rider on it. Where this one, it was black and I just went ahead and put some white on it right like that. This one I had a pewter fingernail polish, and I put it on first, and then you can just go, like I went and some of this is like this is just heart to heart. Oh, heart to art. This isn't too bad. Where's the ones? This is hard candy. So this is like $4, but some of my nail polish was like a lot of money, you know, to the different ones. And I walked in, my favorite, you know, the dollar store. I walked in and I told my husband, no, they won't have it there, so I need to get the other one. So I had got some of the other different ones and spent a lot of money on it. When I walk in, and you know what? That is this one. I put a pewter underneath it, and it did really well. And that's this is that dollar store one right there. And I got this one at the dollar store and this one at the dollar store. Oh, and I should have brought my other polish. I had one of these that was gold that I bought from it was at Christmas time, and I wanted a gold. And I bought it from a beauty supply store. And I remember I paid a lot of money for it. And then I could have, here's the LA colors right here. It was the same thing, only in a gold. Just made me furious. But anyway, I went ahead and did those, and they were just super, you know, and that's all this clear is with glossing it. That's all I did. But, you know, if you want the different cool colors, you know, then sometimes you do have to go with the more expensive. This wasn't as expensive. It seems like this was only $3 something or something like that. I don't know. This one was a little bit more expensive, but that has those long little things in it, and this one was really neat too. I like this one. But so you kind of got to experiment. I have tons of fingernail polishes and colors, so it was really easy. But anyway, with this, the one I'm doing right now, I'm going to go ahead, and I think I had got this color right here, and this is Nicole by OPI. And this is, I love this one. It's called Sealed with a Kiss. My son was dating this one girl, and I just absolutely adored her. And so I started collecting all these things, you know, for, I think it was her birthday that was going to come up or something like that. And they broke up. And I'm like, oh. So anyway, I used the nail polish. But I just absolutely loved her. Still do. Wish they'd get back together, but evidently moms just can't. I don't understand why, but can't pick our kids as future mates. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to take a chance and do this one, this Sealed with Kiss one. See, and that's why I like doing like real dark colors on these, because you're going to have something that's not going to want to go light, you know, that is going to complement a dark background and a dark base. So, oops. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that. Well, at least I got it in the little crevices for the first one. I kind of missed the top part, but anyway, as you can see it's quite, sorry about that, it's quite dark. And but like I said, it accents that. I did have one bead. Where is it? Oh, see, there's this one. And I wanted a pink bead. And okay, the camera, usually the camera makes everything look worse. For some reason, the camera is making this look halfway decent. Oh, kind of, yeah. It does not look as good as it does on the camera. That's crazy. But it's black underneath it, and then I tried turning it white. Then I went with a light pink, and then I went with a pearl pink. But like I said, right now the camera's making it look better, and the light must be shining a real, but it just does not look good because you can see the dark underneath it. Yeah, you can't even see it. That is so crazy. Anyway, it's terrible. Take my word for it. But where the darker color seems to go well with it, and you know, I don't even really like darker colors, but here, well, I guess I do. But anyway, this was one of my first beads too. I did. This was, you know, I like I said, I didn't try to get this one round at all, but you know, I just went, and I had painted it with a I think it was just like a color. It was, I have a color to this. It's a straight color of this. And then I went over the top of it with this one right here. So the, you know, the sparkles definitely does add. And then you have to put it on your clear gloss and that. But you can decorate them with all kinds of things, like, you know, these right here, or your rhinestones. These are wonderful to do it too. And excuse me, what I found is that, see these stickers you can get, like I went ahead and I have these stickers, and I have the little teeny rhinestone ones, and these ones right here. See, and that's why I tried to turn some of them pink, because I thought it'd be so cute with some of those. Those would have been really pretty on a dark surface too. But anyway, these ones are just kind of like little skeletons, and I don't know. I thought these were more kind of like kid type things and stuff like that. Hearts, and they're really cute actually. And they have, some of them have little teeny jewels in them and stuff. They're just really, really delicate. But that's what I go ahead and use on them, you know, after you get the color you want. And then, you know, sparkle it up or something, then put these on it, and then put your clear coat on it, just like you're doing for your nails, basically. So, and it just has left a really nice finish and everything on them and stuff. And I imagine just every now and then you could set them on something like this and just give them another gloss if they started getting a little, you know, dull or something like that. I don't know. Depends, I guess, how much you touch your jewelry, or if you're putting it in water all the time and stuff like that. But, you know, it's not meant to be an expensive bracelet that has to last. It's just something fun and cute to do for kids to decorate, you know. And that's, you know, you take it basically as that, you know, as what it is. But I imagine you could even put a, oh, what is it called? A gel coat on them and put them in the machine and really give them a hard baked enamel surface. So yeah, so that'd be really neat to do. But anyway, let me let this dry, and I'll show you how I finish them off then. Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, I wasn't joking. As I was sitting here, I was thinking, you know what, I didn't put a very good coat, a clear coat on this one, so I put it back on here, and I thought, oh, that's funny. Anyway, and see, this is just so cheap of polished stuff, even the lid comes off. But I've noticed, you know, it is doing a good job at sealing these and leaving a coat on it that's just really nice. I guess time will tell. Ask me in about 2 weeks, and maybe I'll wear it a lot and see it. Anyway, so this one I told you that I, oh, am I off camera? Just a minute, let me move this. I'm not making the beads, I'm decorating them, so I don't need that there. There. Remember this bead right here that I told you I wasn't done with? Anyway, I went ahead and I got some of the white decals, and I put along here, and then I started the clear coat process. So I started that, put the decal on it, and because I really cared about what it looked like, I did it off camera because of the camera jinx, I think I'm going to call it from now on. It's whenever I get on camera, something happens. Anyway, and I've got my fearless Chihuahua with me up here. She's so brave. She might hear something outside. But anyway, I got that drying then too. And oh, she is. She is very fearless. Her name's Pink. That's why she's so fearless, huh? And I'm going to put the second coat on this. Don't you hate it when your dogs do this? My husband's on graveyards, you know. And so I'm all by myself in a great big house, and it's kind of scary. He barks like this. I'm such a baby. Jeez. Anyway. I have to remind myself, I am an adult. I am an adult. Okay. see, but I've got it pretty good. Ooh. And now you know why my nails always look so pretty. I know, I was thinking, I thought, oh, I took my polish off. Actually, I know, you guys are probably saying, whoa, what happened to your multicolor hands all the time? But I took my polish off and I thought, you know what, I might do my nails. And then I thought, wait, no, I'm going to be doing these beads still. Never mind. I just do so many crafts that involve everything. So it takes down my nails so bad. I wish I could have pretty nails. I used to have pretty nails before I did crafts constantly. Anyway. But, so, we'll let that dry, and I will continue in a minute. Thank you. Bye. Okay. I think this one is dry enough. I'm going to put this color on top of it because I kind of liked what it did to that other bead that I did before. So, there. And I was kind of messing around. I've been waiting for these to dry with some of my other things. I love lately garage sales. I used to never like them, but I love them absolutely to death now because I went ahead and I picked up these at a garage sale. All these, gosh, I don't know how many is in here. These little stars and these copper things. They're really heavy. I mean, really, really heavy. Then there's silver ones here too of all this stuff. And so I was messing around with kind of putting some of this together. I had bought it for me to do with my granddaughters, but I don't know if we're ever going to get a chance to. I don't think they're ever going to be allowed to come over. So anyway, I decided, well, I'm going to put some of these together that I thought was pretty awesome. And that. But anyway, okay, we will let this dry and I'll be right back. Okay, and this one, I told you I put these on and I glossed it, and then I put one of these little dangly things right on here too. You know what? Here, before I do that, I'll switch it to the other side so it lays down flat. There we go. Like that. But I was thinking those would be so cute. I have some metal punches. I could punch an initial or something like that on those. I thought, oh, that is a cute idea to do that. But I do like that bead. You know, here it's not painted at all. It's just the raw thing, but it's all glossed and it has those little things on it. But I just think that that's neat. But I'm going to add this real fast to this chain. And what I did is I just went to, because I was so excited, I thought I was going to get my granddaughters. So I went ahead and went to Walmart and I just like picked up one of these chains right here, and then the claw shaped clasps like this, okay? And then the jump rings. The jump rings I had, thank heavens, because if you do make your own jump rings, and you can, they're simple, but you just remember the right size gauge of wire. Don't make it with like a 24. way too thin of wire. The weight needs to be thicker than that. But anyway, and I got a bunch of them just real fast to put together because I just thought that they would be, you know, really cute to do. Okay, and I just He must have lost that jump ring. Go over on the video and see what happened to it. Okay. I want it on this one. There we go. But anyway, now I can add that one to my little collection here. And as soon as this gets dry, I will put a decal on it. I think I'll put one more coat of gloss. And like I said, it does take a long time for this stuff to dry. So like I am going to, I'm going to gloss all these really good, but I will leave it. I'm not going to touch it or mess with it until it dries for, at least 24 hours. And your nails don't, of course, take that long, but your nails are warm when you paint them. They're not out of cold plastic. And I just think it, and you need such a nice, a nice heavy coat. Careful, careful. That, there, that stayed okay. But I just want to make sure to seal those decals down there good so I don't get them, lifting up or anything. But I am hoping sometime that they'll be able to come over and I'll be able to do this little thing with them. Either that, or does anybody on here know of any girls to rent? I have no idea. Anyway, I had so much fun doing this, and I will show you this. Like I said, let this dry, and we'll put on the decal and the clear, and we're done. Yay! Okay, I think this is dry enough, and look at this. This is just the ittiest bittiest, littlest tool. Isn't it cute? Anyway, and I have picked out one of these stickers right here. See if I'm on camera, darn it. And I'm gonna get it off this like this. I like kind of having this to see where I'm gonna put it. How I'm gonna set this on. And I like that. Right there. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, now I'm going to do, which one did I do? Okay, now find the other one like it. And here, I'm going to set that over here. Come on. Okay, and I'm going to pick about right there. I think looks good. Right, maybe just a tad up. Yeah, there we go. All right. I don't know if you can see that. Oops. There we go. And there we go. So, I'm going to put a clear gloss on that then real fast. And I can attach it to the bracelet, and it looks like it's going to do really well. But I'm going to go ahead and get my clear coat out. Move those out of the way. I also like having this sponge right here because it's so nice to stick these little toothpicks into, as far as to have a drying, you know, somewhere they can dry. That they're not going to get bumped. Well, most of the time. Okay. Now I could even take silver wire and wrap around this, and this would be just so pretty also, you know, to kind of match with these. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll let this dry, and then I'll just show you a quick picture of the whole bracelet put together, and that'll be it. But I'm hoping you go ahead and try it, and I'd love to see what you guys come up with, and how, you know, you guys probably come up with a whole lot better idea of doing this. But anyway, this is how I did mine, and it was a lot of fun. It really was, and I can't wait to someday do it with my granddaughters, I'm hoping. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.